Whoever has ears, let them hear. Help! Help! They scream. One kid wrapped the wounded man's head inside his shirt. Oh my God, cried the boy, blood dripping from his fingers to the dirt. A scene of twisted metal left from a car crash. On the horizon, red and blue flashes. God, the three teens had never tried it before, but this night they chose to pray. Paramedics on the way. In the one's arms, the dying man was losing blood and fading quick. Went to be with the Lord is on his tombstone right under the name John David Smith. Stay a while and listen. Papers rustle as John grabbed his mug atop the desk. Nobody hustled like J.D. Smith. Every Friday eager to sit and spend time with the kids. Always missed John's wife Nancy. Worked from home, longer hours at times than his. An impressive full-time mama, workaholic that did the laundry and the dishes. John believed but stopped attending the second he became a dad. Nancy wasn't superstitious, but she knew his faith was the key to his smile when he was mad. So she was glad. This isn't John's story, but a light held up to the pain. Like dirt nourished by decay, flowers can't bloom without the rain. Likewise intend to suffer, harden your skin, but soften your heart. God's design is just suffering, just to appreciate the art. John worked hard, so sometimes he had a few. This evening it would rain, so we drank and watched the game. Skipped the barbecue, not quite the same. Nancy was busy reading to the boys when John rushed in, saying he'd be back. My dad's at St. Francis. He was walking home from work and got attacked. Nancy gestured him out. John replied, I'll be back. This isn't John's story, but a light held up to the pain. Like dirt nourished by decay, flowers can't bloom without the rain. Likewise intend to suffer, harden your skin, but soften your heart. God's design is just suffering, just to appreciate the art. Slick roads made way as John's wheels hit the pavement. Racing to the ER, he prayed for God's graces. Nancy couldn't help but look back at the memory she had of John's faith before they met, before they were mom and dad, before their habits got set. Then John had a head-on collision, a car of kids on wet roads. Guess that's what he gets for drinking. Likewise intend to suffer, harden your skin, but soften your heart. God's design is just suffering, just to appreciate the art. When John went to be with the Lord, he pled with God for them to see. So when Nancy settled, she began to pray and seek. Finally she had time to understand why John had faith. Their son's dressed up now, with Nancy going to church every Sunday. The boys that saw John bleed until he died, temporarily traumatized. Change for the better, one was gonna be an addict, but John's death had changed that. The other two questioned the future, instead of living a reckless life, recognizing that living life is better than only living to die. This is a light held up to the pain. Like dirt nourished by decay, flowers can't bloom without the rain. This is the art of suffering. This is the art of suffering.